First off, I want to say thank you for the 1K. Finally did it. Especially to Steven, who helped out a lot, asking people he knew to subscribe. So thank you. Plan on doing a live later tonight. I'll put it on my posts, what time and everything. But today is a little different. This thing is fun to use. Got this back in 2020, and it's a blast to use. Which is this guy right here. This is the Bear CD, Intense CD. Now, there's two versions of this. They don't make the CD version, Intense CD. They just make the Intense. They're still the same thing. The difference is the CD is black. The original one is camo. I don't like camo. So, but this guy is a fun crossbow to use. So fun. It does come with the scope. Right there. Does have an illumination. Some people said they gave it a bad review because it didn't have, it says it has illuminated scope, and it didn't have illuminated scope. That's why it has a yellow cap on the back end. That helps illuminate it more and take out shadows in the sunlight. Not all illuminated scopes are ran by a battery, so that person didn't know what they were talking about. It does have the reverse limbs. Okay, they're 14 inches when it's not cocked back, and it cocks it back to 10. So not a bad rate. It shoots this will release a bow at approximately 400 feet per second. So that does a lot of damage. It's an injected molded frame. It's made out of the same stuff as cold steel spoken, practice spoken, polyurethane, because it's real durable. Limbs are fiberglass. From what I understand, this shoots just as accurate as a Raven. Which ravens, if you don't know what ravens are, they are a crossbow manufacturer. They are one of the #1 leaders in crossbow. But to get one that shoots at 400 like this at the speed, you're looking at $1,700. Okay, and this will shoot just the same as the Raven. This crossbow right now, I looked it up on Bear's site and Amazon, because we ordered this off of Amazon, is $349. It's normally a $500 crossbow, and when we got it, it was on sale too. So, and they still make it. Like I said, they just don't make the CD. This is their X series. But yeah, like I said, it comes with the sight, which is already dialed in, and then it does come with a quiver. It's got the Piccadilly rails underneath and on top, and the way this goes on is it just slides on. Let me see if I can't get this. There we go. It slides on just like right there, and then it's got a lock, and then now it's locked into place. It does add more weight to it. I don't really care for it on this side because it gets in the way of my arm because I'm right-handed. So I'll probably have to switch it over. This is ambidextrous though. So you do have a safety switch right here on either side. Okay. Fire and safe on both sides. So if you're right or left-handed, you can use it either way. And this has a dry fire safety, which a lot of modern crossbows now have. So if this thing is cocked back and the safety is off, okay, let me see if I can. Nope, I can't do it. It won't let me. So basically what happens is you have the string pulled back, but you don't have a bolt in it. If you accidentally have it on fire and you hit the trigger, it will not release it. Okay? It has to have the bolt in it. It has a mechanism in here that will register. It's a certain switch that a bolt is actually put into it. So that's a nice feature. So if you cock it back and you accidentally hit the trigger because the safety isn't on, it's not going to damage your limbs. To cock this back isn't bad at all. And of course, comes with the cocking rope. And it just cradles right on there. So you just take it, hook your string, and then pull it back. So it's a nice deal. And of course it has your footrest that you put your foot in to cock it back. Now the only thing about this crossbow, let me take that off, is it is heavy. This is a heavy crossbow. It's not a light crossbow. Ravens are notorious for being light. That's the nice thing about them. But I would say this thing weighs 15, maybe 18 pounds. So it's a heavy crossbow, but it's got a kick to it too. The stock obviously is just solid stock, it's not adjustable. So if that's a killer for you, then this is probably not for you. It does have the hand safety rails built into it. You can't take them off if need be, but I suggest you don't. Because, yeah, that string is going to be brutal if it hits it. Also, I learned when we first got this, the way you load a crossbow, there's certain ways you do it. You load a crossbow where the stoppers are. You drop the crossbow in right there. You don't go past this point. Do not go past that point when you load your arrow in. You drop it in right here. That way, if something does go wrong, the string doesn't hit you. So there are a lot of safety factors you got to take into account when owning a crossbow like this. You don't want your hand anywhere down here. It's always up here. But yeah, this thing is fun to shoot. It really, really is. Out of the box, if you are a hunter, you could literally right out of the box that same day use it. I mean, that's what we did. I hooked it up. There wasn't much I had to hook up to this. I had to put the sights on, obviously, the scope, dial it in. I had to put on the quiver holder, and I had to put in the foot shoe. That was it. That's all I had to put on this thing. So setup time, quick as heck. But like I said, it's a fun crossbow. And you can, right there, they have one there and one right here. You can put a shoulder strap on this if you wanted to. Now, I think it's Timberline, or no, Trophy makes crossbows too. Bear owns them too. So Bear actually owns a lot of companies. But this one came out in 2020, and they still produce it. Like I said, it's their X line that they have. So they do have different models. They're more expensive. This is the more budget-friendly model. And most of them, I would say, for their other lines, the max they shoot is about 410, 420. So if that's not a deal breaker for you with the speed, just being at 400, then I wouldn't worry about it. I saw one complaint where the rail, they said it was bumpy, so the bolt didn't fly straight, because these are injected molded. Well, that person should have just sent it back then. That's the main thing. That means quality control messed up, didn't catch it. Just send it back. That's all you got to do. They'll replace it. This was under warranty at the time. I've never had a problem with it. The only thing I'm gonna have to eventually do is right there, the landing string. I'm gonna have to bring it in, have it rewrapped, because it's not the highest quality that they used on it, unfortunately. But I'll take something like Bass Pro and have them professionally rewrap it, because you don't want your string to get wore down. That's kind of dangerous. The other thing about this is if you have to have the string changed, you do have to take this in so they could put it in a press and compress these limbs down to change them out. I don't advise anybody trying to do that on their own. This thing would flip out on you and then it ruins your limbs. But it's not a big deal. It normally doesn't cost that much to have them do that. And I would take it to someone reputable. Bass Pro is pretty reputable. So, yeah. But anyways, here's actually, let me see if I can get that in there. Right there. Alright, so that is the dry fire locking mechanism. The string gets attached back here. Okay. Right there is where the string catches. But this will always stay dropped down until that bolt is in. So if that is down, it will, like I said, it will not allow you to pull that trigger if the safety is off until the bolt's in. Okay, because it registers, goes up to a certain point. It has to go up and stay there in order to turn off dry fire. So that is a very, very nice feature. I like that. So nothing can go wrong with it, especially for a $500 crossbow. Unless, like I said, you get it on sale, which is $350 right now. That's pretty good deal. But yeah, if you're looking for something fun to just shoot in your backyard or whatever, this Intense is pretty nice. And like I said, this is the Intense CD model, so they don't make. It was a limited time when they first came out. So instead of getting a camo, you get all black. So now they just have the camo version. Other than that, they're the same thing. They're the exact same crossbow. It comes with the scope, the quiver. It comes with 3 bolts. The quiver will hold 4. But everything you see on here, it comes with both models. So yeah, it's like I said, it's a nice little crossbow, but you don't want to stand there and hold it for very long, because like I said, it is a heavy one. They do make tripods for crossbows, so you can steady them more. A crossbow, a tripod for a crossbow like this would be ideal. So when you set it up, it's up off the ground, and you have more stability. So the one thing I think would make it more stable is if the handle wasn't so far back. Because if you look, the forward handle's way back. So maybe if it was a little bit more up front, it would be a little bit better. But it's way back. See? It's way back there. So maybe if it was up here a little bit more, it'd be more comfortable. It wouldn't feel so heavy on you. But other than that, it's a fun little toy to mess around with every now and then in the backyard. Do have to have a target that's rated for crossbows though, because if you shoot this at a regular archery target, that bolt is going clean through it. Trust me. You don't want to do it. I mean, it buries itself halfway through our crossbow target that we have. And it's rated for 400. And it still buries it halfway in. Yeah, so this thing's no joke. So, I hope you all liked the video. And we will see you later this evening on the live. It's just going to be a BS live, talk about whatever, okay? And we'll see you later.